talk about binge eating, guys, and the real sort of physiological, if that's the right word, physical and psychological effects of binge eating disorder. Now, I've suffered with binge eating disorder for a while. I don't really know really when it started. I was overweight as a kid, like 13 years old. I'm 18 now. So you could say I've, even since I was a young kid, I've struggled with my relationship with food. And it's been a quite a eye-opening time, guys, because I'm happy that I've actually researched and actually went out to find out, what can I actually do about this issue? Because my issue is, guys, of course, if you do follow my channel, guys, that I am into fitness. I'm into health. I'm into keeping yourself in shape, and with that, obviously, a big facet of keeping yourself in shape is your diet. Now, if your diet is obviously healthy, if you are eating clean most of the week, it is absolutely fine and normal to have a cheat meal. And I don't even like calling it a cheat meal, because it then labels the cheat meal as like a cheat, something that's bad. Food isn't inherently good or bad. Food is just food. Of course, there's food that has less nutrition in it, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay absolutely clear away from it. And this is the issue, guys, with binge. This is really how binge eating starts, guys, because when you start avoiding certain foods, and when you start having even anxiety around certain foods, it perpetuates a cycle of basically resisting food, being sort of fearful of it, being tempted to want to have a snack or something, or like an Oreo or something, or some chocolate, and then you resist it, and then you put it back, and then and then you get stress, and then you might get some type of negative emotion, and then what do? You reach in that cupboard and you just go all out. And it's a very, very toxic and destructive habit, and I've had it for a long time, where if I have a negative emotion, if my anxiety flares up, I will absolutely gorge myself, and even to the point where I'm not actually enjoying the food I'm eating. It will get to the point where I'm not actually enjoying what I'm eating. I will eat until I get uncomfortably full, and that's not normal. That's not healthy. It's not normal, and honestly, it will have a lot of really bad effects on even your body. Binge eating disorder is sort of categorized by eating between 1,500 or 2,000 calories in a very short space of time. So you could say maybe half an hour, or half an hour, or maybe an hour, and it's very, very destructive, guys. Very, very destructive. And what's really important, guys, as I said, is to stop labeling food as either good or bad. Food and obviously restricting yourself. It states on there, because I used to track my weight, my body fat, and my calories, and guys, it got obsessive. It got obsessive, and I used to do it for a long, long time, until the point actually last year, or I believe it was the end of 2021, where I actually became very overweight, and it became an issue. It did. I ballooned up to 20% body fat. And obviously, I made my weight, back down, and I am at a healthy weight now. But with that, guys, people who are, very, very restricted with their food seem to, struggle with food the most. And I've had it, guys. It puts so much mental strain on you, man. So much mental strain on you, to the point where it's difficult to actually enjoy the food that you're eating. I remember having I remember feeling such a monumental amount of shame if I ate something I actually enjoyed, and I would feel good or normal or proud of myself if I really sort of deprived myself of food for that day. If I ate at less than 2,000 calories, and obviously I'll go to bed and stuff. You have issues with fatigue and stuff, and I think it's important, guys, just to listen to when your body wants food. I mean, obviously, there will be times with plenty of veg, plenty of protein. Make sure to hydrate yourself, of course. and all the rest of it. Because this is a massive facet, guys, of health. You know, health is wealth, guys. If you haven't got wealth, you can't pursue the wealth. And if you get this area of your life sorted with food, you know, it is a massive facet of your life to improve, to really, you know, to really fix and to really make it organic and healthy. Because it's not healthy, guys. Absolutely not healthy at all. You know, binge eating. None of it is healthy. So guys, what I'm doing is basically just doing what I did before, and I basically, except I'm no longer tracking calories, I'm no longer tracking my weight, and I'm no longer tracking my body fat. Three of these things perpetuated me the cycle of binge eating, shame. You know, I would feel such a massive level of guilt and shame after I enjoyed you know some good food. And it's, you know, it's difficult, guys, but obviously you want to be able to have moderation, and you know, a good amount of discipline, but not to the point of like an extreme amount of discipline, because it's not healthy, guys. And it puts so much mental strain on you, and number two, you can actually, you know, dieting is a lot of dieting, I believe, is toxic. It was toxic for me anyway, and this is just talking from my own experience. I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, I went down to 10% body fat. I thought it was really cool, but I felt like crap. I felt awful. I've got pictures of it, and honestly, I mean, I was like a stick. I was like that, and I think I was 60 kg, and then I ballooned up to 80 kg in less than a year afterwards. I remember eating, you know, pizza and like cookies and like ice cream and like all the worst foods that you can eat, but I was eating like that every single day, and I was basically refeeding myself, like everything, you know. I was basically starved. I basically starved myself, and it wasn't organic or healthy or anything like that, and it did lead to a lot of episodes of binge eating, to the point that I would eat just a silly amount, just quite a disgusting amount, and it's so hidden, you know. Because when you have this issue, this disorder, it really, you know, there is a massive level of shame that is attached to it, because, you know, you, at the end of the day, you want to hide it. You don't want to see, you know, you don't want to see people, you know, seeing you, you know, gorge yourself out, and it's really has affected, like, even, you know, my time with friends. You know, I can count the calories and all this stuff. Seriously, I mean, life is too short for that, man. Life is too short. As long as you I believe you should track one thing. I believe you should track, you know, plenty of things, so, you know, to keep your health in order. But track things, you know, for your health. You know, not out of compulsion and out of a place of shame and self-condemnation and stuff like that, and, you know, self-judgment. You know, first off, I recommend tracking your protein, guys. I still use my MyFitnessPal, and I track my protein on there. And first off, that's important, and I always get enough protein in every single day, and I think that's absolutely integral, guys. And yeah, it is very, very important. Yeah, I mean, you know, for a lot of reasons as well. But at the end of the day, guys, you know, I wouldn't overcomplicate it. You know, just eat, you know, three solid meals a day. You know, snacks if you want to. You know, small, you know, healthy snacks. But obviously listen to your body. You know, if your body is, you know, triggering those hunger pangs, you know, actually feed yourself. You know, and honestly, don't be ashamed of it. And with this mindset, I mean, I was literally, you know, with this mindset of not actually suppressing my hunger and actually, you know, suppressive thoughts about different foods, you know, it alleviates, and I believe for the most part now, where, you know, in the next couple of weeks I will be paying attention to what I'm eating and stuff like that. It will take a lot of stress off my mind, like knowing that I can, you know, first off, I can do what I want, I can eat what I want, I can eat as much as I want, but the fact that you're suppressing and tell yourself you can only eat a certain amount is, you know, gives, you know, so much stress on your mind, on your well-being, and it's just something that you simply don't need. If you're being active every day, man, if you're eating decent, and obviously if you're, you know, enjoying yourself, like, you know, having snacks and stuff like that, And if you are living a healthy act, seriously, do not worry about it. It's funny. Do you know when you binge? Let's say you binge on like a 2,000 calorie meal. The same goes for non-activity exercise thermogenesis, I believe. Yeah, it's that burning like quite a substantial amount of calories throughout the day, but you don't actually, you're not, you're not in the gym, you're not, purposely exercising, but you're active and all the rest of it. For example, like walking is an absolute perfect example. I love walking, absolutely love it. Not even just because of the physical benefits, but for the mental as well. Especially for burning fat, man. Honestly, it is paramount.